All right, so the long and short of it is that y'all have decided to do OnlyFans. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. It's Christmas time, right? So we did a makeover on one episode or whatnot. So here's what I'm willing to do. What's your response to, you know, inevitably people are gonna say, oh, well, there he goes, he's pimping her. You know, whatever. Like, what's your response to that? You actually did get trafficked before, right?
Yeah. Like,
how long was you with that person that you was being trafficked with?
About 2 weeks.
And so, how did you end up with that person?
And even though we're not grown, boy, I just want you to know.
Okay, so that's what you didn't want to say this whole time, is that your mom. So if that's the case, and I'm really sorry that that happened to you, and it definitely explains why you know, have been so elusive as far as telling us the truth and it not really adding up and making sense.
Yes.
That kind of makes sense. That adds up.
What's up, YouTube? You want to look like this? Hit up my meal prep lady, Rebel Chef Bills on Instagram. Link is in the description. And then hit up Katie with the muscle and put in that work. Now back to the content.
All right, man. All right. So, you know, after a lot of discussion, I guess we've come to the conclusion. You have come to the conclusion, and I guess it just sounds to everybody like pretty much Lolly is going to do whatever Lolly wants to do. Is that basically what we're hearing?
Pretty much. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know I love her, man. I love her to death. But if she going to be in these streets, I feel like if she going to continue to do this, it's either I watch her go to oblivion and self-destruction, or I could do what I could do, man. Anything I can. And I'm feeling like there's nothing left for me to do. So I just came to a you know what I'm saying, to a conclusion like, okay, listen, you steady trying to chase money this way, trying to chase it the wrong way. I just said, man, the only thought came in my head was like, man, might as well just go OnlyFans. Might as well just go on ahead and just go OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, here's the thing, you know, listen. If you're gonna be doing it like out just with any, you know, Tom, Dick, and Harry, then I guess that probably is like the best option.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right, so the long and short of it is that y'all have decided to do OnlyFans. Okay. All right. So here's what I'm gonna do. It's Christmas time, right? So we did a makeover on one episode or whatnot. So we're gonna see if we can. I guess we're gonna see if we can do a deep dive, right? So here's what I'm willing to do. I'm going to get you guys an Airbnb for a few days because, you know, it's been cold the last few nights. You guys have been calling me to, you know, get money here and there and different things. So we might as well just, you know, just kind of, if you guys are gonna have something that you're kind of investing into, in other words, right? And you'll be able to pay me back, right? As long as some folks subscribe, then I don't mind spending a few $100s to get you guys an Airbnb for a couple nights, and that way y'all could, you know, have a roof over your head and be a little bit warm, and also potentially, I guess, make your content or whatnot. So is that something that, Lolly, turn the light on back there? Here, it's right here. Yeah. So is that something that you want to do?
Yes.
And so, you know, you're in like 100% agreement with that?
Yes.
Okay. And so you're going to be making content, I guess, just with Luis exclusively, right?
Yes.
Okay. Are you still going to continue to have sex with other guys for money?
No.
Okay.
No, I told her that's the agreement. Like, I didn't want to do this, but it's just like I can't control her, bro. Like, I can't control, and I feel like, okay, you want to get money, so you want to escort. I'm not gonna approve if you escort it. So there's still another way to get money, and I'm willing to take that sacrifice and go to OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? Like, do our own videos then. At least it's me and you. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't worrying about some other dude, or you know what I'm saying? Like that was my. That's
so I mean, what's your response to, you know, inevitably people are gonna say, oh well, there he goes, he's pimping her, you know, whatever. Like, what's your response to that?
Like, bro, if the world just like knew what I went through with this girl, you know what I'm saying? But I love her, bro, and I don't want to see her be no victim, man, to these streets. And this shit's grimy out here, bro. This shit's not.
Well, I mean, you actually did get trafficked before, right?
Yeah.
Like, how long was you with that person that you was being trafficked with?
About 2 weeks.
And so, how did you end up with that person?
I met up with someone who I thought I could trust, like one of my homegirls. And when I met up with my homegirl, she basically introduced me to this man who I thought I could stay the night with. And as soon as I came inside the house, he had put me at gunpoint and told me I couldn't go anywhere.
And so, how did you feel when that happened?
I felt strangely comfortable and strangely terrified all the time.
Do you know you just said comfortable?
Yes, I said comfortable.
Listen, let her talk, man.
Because it was a beautiful home, like everything was beautiful, and I was comfortable that I was getting all this stuff, and I was like, wow, this is really cool. But at the same time, he's beating my ass and all types of shit. So that's what made it terrifying, and it was a very toxic trauma bond.
Huh. And so, what was the experience like? Like, how many guys would he have you having sex with every day?
He would have me having sex with his homeboys and all types of stuff to make some side money, but he wouldn't give me any of the money.
So he would only have you having sex with his homeboys? No, like, he wouldn't, like, be putting you on, like, you know, any of the, you know, escorting sites or anything like that?
No, he didn't put me on any escorting sites. He actually put me on his social media account.
Okay, so he was doing it like that. Was random people coming and having sex with you, or just people that he knew?
People that he knew, as well as random people, both.
Huh. And so if you had to put a number on how many people every day you was having sex with, on average, if you averaged it out, how many people would you say on just a daily?
I wouldn't be able to tell you that. That's a personal question.
Well, I mean, was it an everyday thing, or was it sometimes where you would have like a day off or whatever?
I would have no day offs.
Wow. Wow. Okay. And so being out here like that doesn't scare you, like, with the fact that you've been through that already?
I have hope for my future, and Louis keeps me safe. For the most part, he doesn't have me in any areas that is like I feel unsafe and unprotected.
Well, but for instance, right, like on the last interview that we saw, where at the end, you know, I guess it looked like it was kind of confrontational for a second, because Louis was upset that, you know, you and the guy had did something, and it ended up being the guy's house that y'all went back to. But what if something like that would have happened with that guy?
Well, that's just life, you know what I mean? I can't control what happens.
Huh. Okay. Well, I mean, that's going to kind of sound like you don't really learn your lesson.
Nah.
That would have sounded like to me.
I have trouble really having the comfort of a home that I want to be in. So,
yeah, I mean, okay, so, you know, we're getting to know each other a little bit better now. And so, you know, we said we was going to start to peel back some of these layers. Now's as good a time as any. So as far as it goes, right, I've been pretty curious this whole time what the deal is with why you really don't want to go back home.
Because my mother was abusive. She would put her hands on me and things like that. And because my grandmother had Alzheimer's, and she was abusive as well. She put her hands on me as well.
Okay, so that's what you didn't want to say this whole time, is that your mom is kind of abusive towards you.
Yes, and that is because she's not a terrible mother. It's just that's not an environment for me to stay in.
And so that's the actual reason that you don't want to go back home.
Yes.
Okay. At what age did she become like abusive towards you?
When I turned 16.
And so what was it that caused her to start becoming abusive towards you?
A drinking habit had formed.
16, and that's when your grandma died, right?
No.
No?
My grandmother died when I was 17.
17? So was there any particular thing that happened at the age of 16 that caused her to increase her drinking habit and everything else?
Divorce.
Okay, so she had got divorced from the husband. Can you turn that light on for me?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
It's this one right
Yeah, there you go. Here you go. All right, so she had got divorced from, I guess, the father of your two brothers?
Yes.
Okay, and so when she had got that divorce, she, I guess, started drinking.
Yes.
What type of abuse, like hitting you, like, or just spanking you with a belt, or what are we talking about?
Throwing things at me. Kicking me out at a young age, and just little things like that is enough for somebody to not want to go back home. And so it's my choice that I don't want to go back home.
Okay, so it's okay. And so when she inevitably sees this, is she gonna see this and say that you're lying?
If she says I'm lying, then she says I'm lying. If she doesn't say I'm lying, she doesn't say I'm lying. I don't want to disappoint my mother, but, I'm out here, and I'm out here.
So this is your truth, basically.
Yeah, it's my truth.
Is it the truth?
Yes, this is the truth.
Okay.
Like, I've already told my mother that I've warned her about being abusive in general and different things it could lead to. So this is probably one of those things.
Okay. I mean, ultimately I'll say this, right? If it is true, then I'll say that it's completely torture to be under someone's authority when they're being abusive towards you. Because if there's no one else that you can go to appeal to or anything like that, it's almost just like living in hell. So if that's the case, and I'm really sorry that happened to you, and it definitely explains why you have been so elusive as far as telling us the truth and it not really adding up and making sense.
Yes.
That kind of makes sense. That adds up. Okay. What's the deal with the boyfriend that you brought into the house, though? How did you think that was something that was gonna be okay?
Because I was just having him visit for a second, and then I was like, well, he has nowhere to go now. So, and I told him my story.
You got a thing for homeless guys?
Nah.
No, just I gotta have my comedic break.
This my first time homeless in my life. I ain't never been homeless, boy.
I gotta have my comedic break in there.
I done made my mind up. They just say me out of prison before I go homeless again.
No, I'm just messing with y'all. Go ahead, man.
He needed a place to stay, and then he also overheard the fighting, the arguing. He overheard all of that, so he wanted to stay.
He wanted to be protective over you.
Protected. And had a place to lay my head at night.
Okay. Okay, all right. So here we are. You know, I guess you guys have decided to do the OnlyFans. And so we're gonna get you guys an Airbnb for a few nights. And I mean, ultimately, listen. You know, I've come to like both of y'all, right? You know, both of y'all are mixed bags, right? My guy Lou is something else. Okay, definitely something else. And LAILA,
Puerto Rican, man.
LAILA, you are
mixed. LAILA's mixed. LAILA's Puerto Rican and black. I'm full.
Yeah,
Puerto
but
Rican.
both of y'all are Afro-Latina. Both of y'all Afro-Latina for sure. And so that's definitely a connection that y'all share. But both of y'all definitely have your good and your bad parts. But it's Christmas time. It's cold outside. And, you know, I'm willing to put money down when there's a plan to make money versus just kind of spending money on hotel rooms just to, like, you know, just so that, you know, you can just be in a hotel room for a few nights type deal. So at least this is kind of a plan to make money. So, okay, so I guess, you know, y'all don't have a name or anything like that yet. But I guess when we figure the name out, we're gonna put it on the you know, description and everything else. And so, I mean, so do you think that, like, a lot of people are gonna subscribe?
I don't know. I've never made an OnlyFans before.
Well, let me ask you this. I mean, do you think that this is better and safer than, you know, kind of sleeping with just any old body who texts you or this or that?
Yes, I think it's safer for sure. Like, it's way safer.
Man, I think it's way safer than the life.
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm the one talking to into this.
Okay. All right.
I had to, bro. There's no other way. That's the only route. Like, that's the only way I feel like I could save her, bro.
Hey, man, listen. I'm, like I said, man, I'm going to follow the story, man. So, no worries. All right. So, you about to have OnlyFans. So, okay. So, hey, I guess, hopefully there's going to be some guys that are going to, you know, want to subscribe. And who knows, maybe some ladies too. And so, all right, well, listen, I mean, as long as y'all hit me back with the little, you know, couple $100 is gonna cost. I know somebody that has an Airbnb that's close by, so you know, we should be able to get a nice price, and it's no worries. And like I say, it's 30 something degrees out here, so you know, instead of y'all calling me and just getting a little money here or there, we might as well just go ahead and get y'all squared away. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Happy New
And a
Year.
Happy New Year.
All right, man. All right. Well, look. We gonna go take care of this business and get y'all in here, and I guess we'll follow and do some more interviews. We're gonna follow and do some more interviews, I guess, as you guys are making your content and kind of see how you feel about it and everything else, and we'll go from there. All right. All right, man. Y'all be good. All right.
Cause we don't even know how we ended up on this road. And even though we're not grown, boy, I just want you to know, love will never end. Introduce yourself to love again. You could be my boyfriend, and I promise to love you.